Hey, Neurocon. Not bad. Thanks for coming in and coming to say hi. I figured I'd get back into the swing of things, especially with the Moonfire Faire being such an excellent. It's always fun. See how long it takes for me to log in. So very many folks. Oh no, that'd be fantastic, Neurocon. I appreciate it. You don't have to feel obligated, but I very much do appreciate it. I'm trying to get back into the swing of things. I forgot to redeem this last time, so this minion, Wind-Up Sid, when asked if he had a granddaughter, what would he like to see her named, the Ironworks founder replied, Gertrude. And what does it say for him? Summon your Wind-Up Sid minion. When asked if he had a... Oh, that's already there. When faced with a lack of coin to fund projects, Garland Ironworks engineers designed the Wind-Up Sid with hopes that sales of the automaton would fill their coffers. Indeed, sales have been impressive, the item bringing in just enough gil to pay for the founder's debts. Ah! I see that you have sent it my way. And fortunately, there is a male Moogle in this area. Hello, male Moogle. Delivery! Oh my goodness, you weren't kidding about how many things you have. Thank you. Thanks so much. Cosmic Operator's Attire Coffer. Kupo! Hi, Kit! Thank you for popping in as well. Cosmic Armored Weapon Beta. A thing to... Aw, Kit, you didn't have to, but I appreciate it. Oh man, it occurs to me. Don't let me forget this. This weekend I have to make more, You just shy be looking. Yeah, that's fair. I have to make more badges. Because I haven't made badges past a year, and you've definitely been subscribed for way longer than that. I'm sorry. I'll have to make some more badges. Back from work. Good, good. Okay, so this is Cosmic Armored Weapon Beta. Will magically bring the weapon to life. So this is a mount, I assume. We'll try that out when we are in a place where we can fly. So I won't look at that just yet. Carrots of Brilliance Orchestrion roll. Oh, bless this mess. I'll have to listen to that next time I go to an inn. And then Light Hoarder minion. Can move large loads, a little at a time. Oh no. This is gonna be precious, isn't it? Where's the baby? This toy model of the Airwheeler A9 electro-powered vehicle is tremendously popular amongst the children of Solution 9. It's said that in the past, a fleet of these were fitted with lights and flown in formation as part of a magnificent fireworks displays. It's a drone! Look at it! It's so cute! Hi, buddy! And then... hope work went well for you today. I'm... tired. But work went better today than I thought it would, so I'll take it. Light Loader. This meticulously handcrafted toy is inspired by the Warp Loader developed for use in the Cosmic Exploration Initiative. Like the popular model suit, it was produced by the engineers of Garland Ironworks and is intended to form part of a collectible series of interstellar construction vehicles. Do you fly, or are you on the ground? Oh my god, look at it! Oh my god. Look at this. I could ride it. I'm so sad that I can't ride it. I'm the perfect size. It's so cute. I've got pictures of my brother who, when he was this size, was like riding a thing of this size. I bet you there is a version that's a mount. I love it so much. You get to stick around for a little while, buddy. I'll have to bring in the drone again too. And then this is Cosmic Operator's attire. What does this look like? Oh, I love... Oh my god. I love it. It's like... a little bit like the Star Wars jumpsuits in some ways. But not equip. I didn't mean to equip, I just wanted to see what it looked like. Well, I guess we could equip. Oh my god. Technician in, you know, sci-fi technician gear. Ghostbusters! Oh, I love this so much. It is perfect. This is actually really cute on her so much. Thank you so much for sharing. I really appreciate it. I'll have to make a glam for these. In the interim, I had, there we go. I had put on my swimsuit because today we're doing the Moonfire Faire stuff. Earn your water wings. Come rain or shine, ceaseless unrelenting shine, Moyaru will ensure adventurers are aware of the Moonfire Faire. Ahoy, Momo! Wouldn't you rather be frolicking in the ocean waves and sweltering in the sun-baked Lominson streets? Luckily, the Moonfire Faire is upon us once again. As well as providing respite from the heat, the fair has become an opportunity for the Adventurers Guild to demonstrate the skill and capabilities of its members, including your fine self, to the people of Eorzea, whether a potential petitioner or a prospective recruit. Our star attraction is the Queen Lamin, a ship fully remodeled into the ultimate seaside resort. Relaxation, refreshments, and giant cannons. It truly has everything. Suffice to say, I certainly wouldn't be standing around in this heat if not for my duties. Get yourself down to Costa del Sol and speak with Grand Chaperone Harmega to join the summer fun. Vacation's where I wanna be, sunning on the beach where the fun is free. We don't need a holiday, it's time to celebrate. Repeat after me, I need a vacation. No, I haven't had that stuck in my head since I was 9 years old. I don't know what you're talking about. Gaze upon the Lamin, named after, Philemon, Winfilia's mum. Aww. Well, that's rude. What if I wanted to fly higher? Oh, I see. Right, I forgot. And there's Narkestrion going on this little stage. Here, it looks like... So this ship was first introduced last year, and I'm really glad they brought it back this year. It's wicked cute. Ah, Momo. Mayoru Moyor roped you in again this year, did he? Always glad to have you on board. The Moonfire Faire is a roaring success. Just take a look around. Talk of the Queen Lamin's splendor is spread far and wide, and folks have journeyed from across the land to see it. A fine thing, to be sure. Still, expect those who have never so much as smelled a sea breach to plunge headfirst into the spray. Well, it doesn't always go to plan. We can't have anything impacting the guild's reputation, be it injuries, drownings, or boredom. So, we thought up a way to ease our less confident guests into the season a little more gentle-like, and we could use the help of an adventurer such as yourself to convince them that the terrors of the deep won't be terrorizing these shores anytime soon. You remember Piano? She's down in the sands below, and I'm sure she'd be more than happy to give you the details. I'm guessing this music plays whenever there's the fireworks show. Sorry, I'm charmed. We can sit here and watch this for a few. Wait, there's another ship over there? This is such a jaunty version of like one of the main adventuring themes. Makes me sad I was working July 4th and actually no, I wasn't working July 4th. That was the week of the move. I couldn't leave the house that whole week. Anyway, it kind of makes me sad I missed the 4th of July stuff. This isn't the most riveting gameplay experience, but it's also very cute. Because of the thunderstorm. Yeah, there was a few things that I didn't get to do this year because of various reasons. Ah, well. So they're setting them all up from over there, huh? Can I get over there? Yes, it looks like... Well, here, let me do what I'm supposed to do for the mission first. Yeah, and I ended up missing the Perseids the other night. Technically they're still going, but we're a little bit overcast tonight, so I can't see anything. Oh, if it isn't Momo, how lovely to see you. Our Mega sent you along, did he? Perfect timing. Many of our fairgoers aren't terribly confident around water, you see. Swimming classes are already on offer, but even getting into the ocean is a step too far for particularly nervous guests. First things first, we need to show them that they can enjoy being beside the seaside. Allow me to introduce... our inflatable Mogcraft, proud vessel of the Watery Wings Pleasure Cruise. adorable and practical, if I say so myself. Spacious enough for guests of any size to lounge comfortably above water, listening to the lapping of the waves with the sun on their face. Who could fail to fall in love with the ocean? Though being dragged out to sea wouldn't be terribly relaxing either. We've employed magics to set the rafts on a predetermined course around the shallows, once we ensured it was free of ferocious wavekin. Still, the creatures of the sea are nothing if not unpredictable. For additional security and peace of mind, I'd like a member of the Adventurers Guild to act as an escort. Which brings me to my request. How would you like to be our resident tour guide turned bodyguard? Wonderful! I can rest easy knowing our cruise is in good hands. Our first guests are already waiting on the opposite shore. Just let the chaperone know I sent you, and we can get the Watery Rings pleasure cruise underway. I'll wait for your arrival at the end of the route. I'm keen to hear how our guests enjoyed the maiden voyage. It really is wicked cute. I can't. Lo, it's okay. Deep breaths. Might you be the adventurer escorting our guests? Thank you for agreeing to help. The two young ladies here have come all the way from Gridania to attend the fair. However, as soon as our Mikote guest spied the ocean, she became quite agitated. I can't see her boarding the raft in this state. Perhaps it will set her mind at ease to know such a stalwart adventurer is to accompany her. Would you be kind enough to speak with her? I can't do it. Just look how deep it is. I'll sink like a stone. And I'm sure I heard someone talking about dangerous wavekin. No, I can't. Come on now, Lo. It'll be alright. We won't stray far from the shore, remember? And look, here's our adventurer escort. I do apologize. She was so looking forward to this, but the sight of the ocean seems to have awoken some kind of instinctual fear. I just don't know how to reassure her. I'll protect you, no matter what. I can fell anything in this ocean with a single strike. If anything happens, I'll be here to fix you up, alright? Oh! I'll protect you no matter what. You will? You do look like you take a shark bite to the face without flinching. I mean, that is fair. It's just that, you know, any shark except for a little one would just eat me whole. Alright. I'll trust Momo and ride the Moogle. I'm heartened to see her fears have been assuaged. Once your own preparations are complete, please give Miss Evan the word. The Modcrafts are ready and waiting. Just don't give Miles any more ideas about me. I can do this. I can do this. They said these follow a predetermined course, so I don't suppose it'll matter if a novice like me takes the lead. Momo, I trust you have our backs. Promise to stay right behind me, okay? You have to promise. Here, actually, I wanted to say hello to the person that... I wanted to at least wave to the person that pet me. Being a Lollafell means you're at constant risk of getting head pats. The adventurer's right here. I'm fine. I'm absolutely fine. Look at the scenery. Doesn't the beauty calm your nerves, Lo? Buildings atop the ocean. How do they stop the post from rotting, I wonder? Evan, you're not helping. The breeze must feel so nice up there. How different everything is to Gridania. Evan, a crab! I've never seen one like that in the Twelveswood Rivers. Where? Oh, I missed it. I'll have to keep my eyes peeled. Beds on the beach. Now that sounds more my speed. I could doze off right to the sound. I could doze off to the sound of the waves. Swimming classes. Oh, how I would love to learn to swim. As long as we don't go too deep. Let's do it. Now that we've overcome this, we can do anything together, Lo. Are we supposed to be heading right for that massive ship? That's the Queen something or other. Oh, Evan, it's amazing. I'm so glad we came. Duh. Welcome, welcome. How did you enjoy your first ocean voyage? It was wonderful. The feel of the craft swaying with the leaping waves was exhilarating, and the Queen Lamin is so imposing up close. It took my breath away. I saw the most unusual creatures, and everyone looks like to be having such a fun time playing in the sea. Honestly, you never know You'd never know she'd been about to run for the hills before you turned up. Thank you for giving her the courage to enjoy herself like this. Well, I'm tempted to go for another ride. Following the same route again might get a little stale. Perhaps it'd be fun to have something else to do during the cruise. What do you think, Lo? Well, we can do anything you like, Evan. I'm perfectly at home on the high seas now, but maybe nothing too adventurous. There's an interesting suggestion. If the Watery Wings Pleasure Cruise offer different activities, it might keep guests coming back to ride again and again. Did the ride over here give you any inspiration, Momo? A guide giving information about local areas, some cold treats to snack on, small handheld water cans to drench your companion, a perilous course lined with bombs. Not that one. But water guns would be cute. Perhaps I'd work on the beach, but I don't think I'd be able to relax and enjoy the scenery if someone was firing upon me the entire cruise. Come on, Evan. It would be such fun. Don't tell me you were afraid of getting wet. Since we have everything set up, we could always tailor the experience for different guests. Perhaps we could offer the water cannons as an advanced option, assuming all participants are willing. Any other ideas? Yes. A guide. That sounds lovely. I did wonder about the architecture and fashion of Costa del Sol on the way here. Everything is so unlike Gridania. I'd love to learn more about the ocean flora and fauna, too. Yes, a leisurely chat might make the experience even more relaxing, and it seems likely to appeal to visitors unfamiliar with Costa del Sol. Any other ideas? Some cold treats. There are sweets made of ice? That sounds perfect in this heat. But I wouldn't want to drop them overboard with how the raft sways. Indeed, food stuffs might not be a good fit for the Watery Wings Pleasure Cruise. The refreshing juice might be just the thing to stay cool and hydrated, so long as it were not prone to spilling. Any other ideas? You know what, I'm gonna choose it just to see what the dialogue says. A perilous course lined with bombs. What? Bombs? The poor moguls will pop and we'll be all swallowed by the sea. Ah, Momo, bombs at the Moonfire Faire? Surely not. Don't worry, that's just the adventurous sense of humor. Any other ideas? Couldn't be possibly any more fun. Well, that's given me plenty to think about. Thanks to you three, I'm confident we'll make an even more pleasant pleasure cruise. Come on, Evan, let's go and look around the Queen Lamin. Have you seen that giant water slide? Don't you want to get something to eat first? I don't know what they're serving here, but it smells amazing. That sounds like my cue to show our guests around the Queen. Would you mind letting Hermega know how things went? Thank you, and I hope you'll enjoy the rest of the fair. Actually, come to think of it, I should talk to the, the inevitable NPC that talks about what the Moonfire Faire is. This place looks great in the day, but I gotta say it really does shine at night. Literally and figuratively. So technically I think this is a jumping puzzle. And kudos to the folks that can get to the— maybe I'll give it like a shot. Moonfire Faire Crier. Welcome aboard, friend. Summer and the Moonfire Faire are in full swing. If you have any questions about the event, I should be delighted to answer them. What is the Moonfire Faire? Several years ago, the Adventurers Guild formed the Cascadiers to combat an invasion of rampaging bombards. The Moonfire Faire was first held to attract new members to the cause. It proved so popular that it has been held annually ever since, whether the bombards appear or not. It helps spread word of the Guild's activities and generate interest among potential new recruits. In charge of the proceedings is the Grand Champion Harmega. He has decided to host a series of events and attractions in Costa del Sol that allow members of the Adventurers Guild to impress fairgoers with their myriad talents. Master Gejiruju has once again provided the space and funding for the event. It's sure to be the most spectacular Moonfire Faire held to date. Since you're here, why not join the festivities? And what is the Queen Lemon? The Queen Lemon is a resort specializing in diversions both watery and cool. Enjoy a luxurious swimming baths, race your comrades down the water chutes, or climb into the cannon ride, ideally before your evening repast. Rest assured, Lemon's Coast Guard is standing by to ensure your safety and comfort during your stay. Furthermore, Lemon is the name of the performer, famously known for her joyous singing and dancing. May your stay aboard our humble vessel bring you the same delight. And what is the Watery Wings Pleasure Cruise? The Watery Wings Pleasure Cruise is an attraction created by Pabayano to gently introduce the delights of the summertime seas to festival goers who might be inexperienced with or nervous around the ocean. Aboard a reassuringly adorable Moogle float, guests can acquaint themselves with the sounds, smells, and general ambience of the sea in a relaxed environment. Some may even find the courage to enter the water for the very first time. This year's Moonfire Faire has attracted visitors from far and wide. We hope many will take the opportunity to ride the cruise for themselves. I shouldn't be surprised if a well-traveled adventurer such as yourself were to encounter some familiar faces. Wait, does that mean that okay, that means we have to repeat it, because if we get random NPCs, that would be delightful. Oh my god. It's a lawn chair. Good thing I had money on me, jeez. I'll buy one of each just so y'all can see what they look like. Did I buy any of these last year? No. Okay, fine. Actually, no, I'll get... I like getting stuff like this and just keeping it tucked away for the future. Let's show these off a little bit then. Okay, wait. Log Mooncraft. Made to float carefree upon the water, this inflatable Moogle serves equally well as a whimsical garden seating. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do this on Keldred so I can get all of this stuff for the free party house. Lawn Bomb Raft. Made... Lawn Chocobo Craft. Tabletop Moonfire Faire thingo, and then 2 paintings, I think from this Moonfire Faire and the previous one. Okay. so this is the storm. That's cute. Okay. Sparkler. So that's the one for Laminsa, which makes sense because they're, you know, red. Gridania being green tracks. Well, this green-yellow color. And then Ulda, are you gonna be gold? Kind of. Actually, no, this is a purple. And then Bombard Bloom. And lastly, Pinwheel. Okay, I love that. I love that so much. Okay. Here, let me tuck y'all away for now. And then I do want to grab just a few more of these. Sorry, we shouldn't be taking up so much time with my shopping. But they're cute. And they're a once-a-year thing. That's not what I meant to do. Although, actually, companion, my buddy, you have no more points to spend. Okay, got it. Okay, well, let's turn that into Harmega. Sounds like those Gridanians lasses had a grand old time. As did you, by the wistful look on your face. No need to ask, friend. Here, I've secured an inflatable modcraft for you as thanks. The magical limiters have been removed, so you can take a piece of Coastal del Sol summer with you wherever you go. If I knew adventurers, which I do, then you're no doubt thinking of all the unlikely and wildly inappropriate places you can ride this beauty. I won't ask. Just remember, safety first, you hear? Oh, but before you go floating away towards the end of the universe, it seems like word spreads fast. Fairgoers are clamoring to ride the Watery Rings pleasure cruise. If you've the time and inclination to escort some more guests, the help would be more than welcome. Either way, I hope you enjoy the rest of the fair. Perhaps I'll even take the old mallcraft for a spin myself and admire the queen from a more intimate angle. Now, is this a mount? Please tell me. Is it a mount? It is a mount! Created for the Moonfire Faire, the inflatable mallcraft was originally a simple device for lounging on the water. When an incident occurred which saw riders swept out to sea, however, it was decided that the units would be fitted with wooden crystals. The festival goers may fly to safety in the event of an emergency. We're just gonna casually add that to our favorites. Wait, was there something? Yeah, there was another one. Oh yeah, this guy, the other new mount. Cosmic Armored Weapon Beta. Initiative engineers have modified the Cosmic Armored Weapon, installing 2 large tanks on the side quarters and adding the ability to disperse fertilizer over a wide area. In the way it aids the growth of Oxesia's towering trees, it gives you the impression of being a beneficial insect. I will get on that in a sec. I want to watch myself. I'd like to take all of the regular rides from last time. Pachoo! Okay, but here's my question. Can I go over there? Because if I can't, I'm gonna be mad. Will you let me get on my mount? Oh my god. It's a spider. It's a spider! Look at it! Oh. Wait, how the fuck did y'all get up there if there's no flying? Okay, there's no flying, but how... This is the edge of the zone. But clearly there are people that can get up there. I'm genuinely very curious. How, friendo, how did you get there? I don't see any, like... things to... Nothing points out as being the obvious... There's no stairs. I don't see any spouts. Clearly I'm missing something. No, I did that though. Unless there's only a very specific cannon that you can launch yourself out of to get over there. So it is just like specific ones that would work. Here, not minion. I'm not in a Gundam, I'm in a giant spider. Get with the program. Also, hey, hi, hello. You look a little overdressed for this, for the water. I want to take a look to see what's around here, though. Probably nothing all that different. No, it just looks like a more private little spot with some of the stuff from this year's event. Well, that's cute. Wicked cute. This is a good look. I actually kind of enjoy how asymmetrical this is. This look, this top. Okay. I was gonna go do the event again, real quick, to see if they said it attracts people from far and wide, and that there might be familiar faces, which part of me thinks might mean that, can you imagine? Your hunch was correct. I guess it just has to be the correct thingamajig. I look so tiny on this thing. And I just point imperiously. Okay. Can I get to the ship? I can. Hey, sir, what are you doing? Oh, never mind. Sorry, sir. Not minion. Okay. I want to see if I can't repeat the thing we did before. Although... this is where the event starts, so... Oh! Oh, never mind. That's an unrelated event. I don't see anyone to talk to here, unless we have to talk to folks upstairs first to do the event again. do still need to go down the slide. So going back up there is not a great loss. Oh shoot, that reminds me. Isn't the yokai watch thing happening again? I don't know that I'll do that on Momo. I don't think I have the necessary fortitude. Yes. I should have paid 2 seconds to pay attention. Whoever floats your raft. You get pinwheels from this. Harmega's trying to catch your eye. How are you enjoying the fair, Momo? Fancy another jaunt in the wintry wings? Pleasure cruise? Of course you do. Talk to you later, kid. Our man on the coast had word that some folks turned up looking to ride our mud crafts, and when they heard they'd be joined by an adventurer, they requested you by name. You know the place, just along the shore from Costa del Sol. Head on there when you're ready and make sure your friends enjoy the ride. I wonder if you get to choose who all, I think it ended considering what's going on. Level 5, I wasn't excited at all. Yeah, that's fair. Momo, thank you for agreeing to enjoy our next guests. They were quite insistent that you be the one to join them. Their identity? Yes, they are quite distinctive. A piratical pair? If you'll wait but a moment, I'll inform them that their escort has arrived. I hadn't heard much of what was going on with level 5 Narrow, but it doesn't surprise me if if they're doing some dumbass shit. Ah, so it is these guys. Listen here, Carvalane, you spineless cod. This is a challenge, a test of your courage. If you have any under that puffed up shirt, don't you go getting any funny ideas, you hear me? I dare say the entire beach heard you. Though I remain skeptical that a seasoned pirate should find anything in these shallows to test their mettle, unless some sort of manner of ambush lies in wait. Are you ready to depart? Yes. I bet if I do this on Kel, given that she knows so many more characters, there'd be a ton more. Time to see what you're made of, you lily-livered fop. Keep your eyes on me. Indeed, I must observe her keenly till I can discern her true motive. Thus compelled to look upon her unrefined visage, 'tis a test of endurance rather than courage. What's with that look? I'll cut your eyes out of your gawping face. Pay more attention to your surroundings. Your surrounds, unless you want me to haul you overboard. I would rather a watery grave than accept the hand of a siren, and I rather suspect I could simply stroll back to shore. Still, the fair is remarkably peaceful this year. 'Tis well, given the Krakens have provided our financial backing. I can just imagine me girls and their little ones splashing about. Not a bad life. Sorry, excuse for a pirate like yourself could stand to have a few lessons, Carvalane? Misplaced concern, for you'll find him quite adept in the Ishgardian style. Your form, however, no doubt resembles a half-submerged Spriggan. We seem to be nearing the end of the course, and I cannot say there's been much need for courage thus far. Speak for yourself! My heart's racing up in here. Ma'am, do you know how to swim? Well, I failed to see how a pleasant ride around the coast was a test of anything more than my patience. Perhaps inspecting the outfitting of the Queen Lamin will be of a more valuable use of my time. If you'll excuse me. Did you hear that? Pleasant, he says. I best think of my next challenge. If the cowards got the stones to face me. Thanks for helping us out again. Okay, and I'll do it one more time to see the other characters, and then we will be done with this tonight. Or at least, well, for this event. I would like to get a tiny bit of story done. Three esteemed figures in the Adventurers Guild. Is it gonna be the brothers? Or the heads of each Adventurers Guild? Ah, the heads of each Adventurers Guild. Momo, how lovely to see you. Badaron invited Momoni and I to experience the Lenosha summer. As you can see, we're quite enjoying ourselves. Ulta and Gridania are good ways from the sea, so a trip to the coast makes for a nice change of pace. I feel like a young girl again. Another day by the sea is nothing new for old Badaron, so I'll be sitting on the Queen's deck with a flag and ale for company while you ladies enjoy the cruise. Let's do the thing! This is wicked cute. I do really enjoy this. It was sweet of you to suggest I take the front, but I hope I'm not blocking the view. I can think of none better suited to lead. Besides, I'm happy you're keeping an eye on things back here. Bione, dear, you might need to duck through here. What's an adventure without a little danger? How beautiful. If only I could take this view back to the Carline Canopy. Shall we commission a painter? I can think of the perfect spot on the quicksand's walls. How novel. Perhaps I should consider setting up something similar for Canopy patrons to soak up the forest air. They really do seem to love the sun around here. Just casually kill the thing. You may not expect of a desert girl, but I'm a strong swimmer. Nothing clears the head like a few laps of the Goblet's Pool. In that case, how about a little race? I've swum the rivers of the Tweleswood since I was a girl, so I can hold my own. Look, the Queen Lamin. I do hope Badaron isn't too bored sitting up there all by himself. I rather think he would have enjoyed the cruise. We must insist he join us next time. I've always pictured the sea as raging and tempestuous. What a delight to find it has a gentle side, too. A refreshing change of scenery, to be sure. Wasn't it just lovely? And now I'm dying to sample the Lenoshan drinks. Gotta be keeping an eye on the competition. Now that I can help you with. And my first flagon were all the finer for the view. Always a pleasure to see friends enjoying themselves, and all the more so when it's in your own backyard. Thanks for showing him the ropes, Momo. Well, there we go. That was cute. This is definitely time that we head back to MSQ, though. Though actually, I have an idea. What if we did something a little different? Not too different, but I'm wondering, do we want to What level is a lot of this stuff? Because here's the thing. I do want to do most of the main story stuff as a Dragoon in this game. But also... Wait, I thought... I was able to start doing dancer stuff now. Is that not the case? Oh, I guess I should have checked before teleporting. What? Meowdy! Hi, Cashton. Thanks for popping in. But I am level 60. And that's what the website, that's what stuff says, that level 60 or higher, discipline of war or magic. It doesn't give me that you have to beat a specific mission for it. Unless this guide thingy is outdated. It says unlockable at level 60. Huh. I don't know, clearly I'm doing something wrong because the option doesn't appear. Let's try another fruit smoothie combination: Concord grape juice, strawberry syrup, and a handful of frozen banana slices. Oh, that sounds great! Yeah, because it's supposed to show up here, at least to the first mission, and it's not. Oh, never mind, it's up there. I'm just blind. Because I was thinking I could do some of these side missions as a dancer, so that I won't overlevel too fast on Dragoon. Shall we dance? This lamented gentleman appears just a tad too excited about something. Good madam, oh good madam, you can spare a moment, yes? Of course you can. You see, I've just witnessed a performance most marvelous, and I simply must tell someone about it. What sort of performance, you ask? Why, none other than a troupe of traveling dancers hailing from Ratatan across the sea. I dare say their bold, exotically beautiful motions are like nothing our realm has ever seen. Adventurers like you are always on the lookout for stimulating new experiences, are you not? You simply must witness the spectacle for yourself. Just follow the road towards the convent of the dutiful sisters, and you'll run smack dab into the stage to sit up on the square. I wasn't wholly wrong, but I was in the wrong spot. Let me actually get my stuff back to its regular glam, shall I? Rana Miko. Greetings, traveler! Come to see our little show, have you? On behalf of the troop Falziam, I welcome you. My troopmates are seeking the final preparations even as we speak. Don't wander too far. The curtain will be rising any moment now. It's been quite some time since we brought our art to these shores, or so our fearless leader tells us. I've been practicing day and night ever since we arrived to bring you and your countrymen the performance of a lifetime. What have we here? An adventurer? And an imposing one at that. Ah, but where are my manners? I am Quilud, Troop Falsam's Fall Siam's humble instrumentalist. If you're looking for the star of our little company, you'll find her just over there. So close, and yet so far. For all who cannot make the voyage to our home, we bring our art to yours. Hailing from Razadhan across the sea, I present the incomparable, transcendent Troop Falsiam. Today, we prepared a sumptuous feast for your eyes and ears. Let the soaring melodies and the stirring, striking steps of our dancers reach your heart and spirit you away to a distant world. I did forget to take the sunglasses off. That sideways look was great. Lala's gonna be getting an earful. Absolutely here. Absolutely. Did you ever see the videos of, it was a gentleman that, or at least they were dude-shaped, and they were doing these dances in real life? Those videos were fucking cool. Yes, just so, Rana. Betray not your trembling heart. Dance your dance to the last, and let them fall under your spell. My apologies. I did not mean to intrude upon your experience. Pray ignore my mutterings and enjoy the girl's performance. She's trained quite hard for this day, after all. We have the same hair. It's the same hair, except different. No, never mind. It's the same hair as Keldred has. I must say, you carry yourself with a certain grace, don't you? Ah, but do excuse me. I forget myself. Forgive me for not having properly introduced myself. I am Nashmera, principal dancer and leader of Troop Falsiam. Rana, the girl whose performance you were admiring, is my #1 student and protege. This may seem a bit forward, but pray tell, have you ever harbored aspirations of stepping on stage? Of losing yourself in a whirlwind of music and motion, and enchanting your audience with your every movement? Forgive me, I know this is all quite sudden, and yet I could not help myself. From the first moment I laid eyes on you, I saw, how can I put it, a poise that could only be honed on the field of battle. Yes, there's no doubt in my mind, you would make a fine dancer. I see you are confused, and for good reason. Allow me to explain. There are forms of dance meant merely to grace a stage, and then there is the art of troupe falsium. We dance the Kriegsdans, a dance of war so ancient it is said to predate even the founding of our city. Our dancers train primarily in two techniques, each with applications both ornamental and martial. For one, we are proficient in tossing, throwing weapons, which are most dazzling to the eyes, and even more damaging to any unfortunate foes they strike. The second is, of course, dancing itself. Perhaps you've already felt it, but it is believed that there are mystical powers to our movements, which can serve to heighten senses, lift spirits, and drive weakness and worry from people's hearts. The people of Eorzea have done well to rebuild this realm in the calamity's wake, yet there are scars that still go unhealed, and the specter of war still looms large over the land. If our art of dance may serve in some small way to ease worries and fears, and offer succor to the hearts of Eorzeans far and wide, nothing would bring our humble troop greater honor. And so I did decide to lead Troupe Falsium on a tour of the realm. There is, however, a bit of a rub. We've come with only 2 dancers, Rana and myself, and I am still nursing an injury I suffered on the voyage over. My protege is a talented one, but can hardly ask her to bear the burden of the tour alone, and so I felt compelled to reach out to you. I can assure you that the arrangement would be to our mutual benefit. Should you offer us your aid, I will personally instruct you in the art of Kriegsdans, an art that will avail you not only on the stage, but on the field of battle as well. Worry not. I will not force you to rush your decision. We must begin rehearsal for our next performance. Do give some thought to my offer, and seek me out again should you be so inclined. We have an ad coming in about a minute here, just FYI. I'm just going to keep going through it. I could not help but notice that our fearless leader took an interest in you. While we do not lack for talented dancers, Rana is certainly one of them. None can hold a candle to Nashmira. She is our pillar of strength, our guiding star. Thank you ever so much. I can see you cheering me on till the final curtain call. It's always a bit scary coming to new lands, but that just makes this successful performance like today's all the more satisfying. You return, friend. Have you taken the time to think over my offer? Yes. Splendid. To tell the truth, I had feared your answer would be no, but fortune smiles upon Troupe Falsium today. As principal dancer and company leader, allow me to officially welcome you to our ranks. Wait, don't tell me. Nashmira has handpicked you to join our troupe and become a dancer. Is Rana right, or is Rana right? I knew it! I haven't been doing this for as long as Mistress Nashmira, but even I can see your poise and posture is anything but ordinary. But don't get your hopes up too high. You're going to have to work your arse off to outshine Rana Amigo. Let it suffice to say that I'll be watching both of your careers with great interest. Oh, but where are my manners? I haven't even asked my student her name. An elegant name indeed. Very well, Momo. This is for you. This crystal houses the amassed knowledge and memories of generations of our forebears, butterflies of the battlefield who have fluttered their way into history and legend. Take it and treasure it. And of course, you'll also be needing a change of clothes. Here, this outfit should do. Go ahead and put it on. You'll be amazed at the freedom of movement the pliant fabric affords you. Woo! Soft Stepper's attire coffer. Hold me closer, tiny dancer. Okay. Oh no, I'm Neki. I'm no longer Neki. There we are. I'm sorry, I don't like the hat. Although, it is kind of It is kind of charming with the face mask, but no thank you. Count the headlights on the highway. So, there. This is closer to what we want. Okay. Gambling for Gil. Nashmira eyes you with an enthusiastic expression. It's a good thing I don't actually have tits. I have trained many a dancer in my day, but I cannot recall ever having seen the crystal take to one of our new recruits so quickly. Truly, there is prodigious talent within you just waiting to be untapped. I've never seen anything like it either. Why, at this rate, she might be able to challenge me for the position of Troop Falsium's rising star. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, Rana. But yes, with Momo in our ranks, our ultimate goal may at long last be within reach. Before that, however, I should share with you the full details of our planned itinerary. As I may have mentioned, we have traveled to these shores with two purposes: to share our time-honored art with Eorzeans far and wide, and in doing so, to do our part to help heal any lingering scars left by the calamity. Limso Laminsa here was our first stop on our tour of the realm. This leaves us with 4 destinations: Ul'dah, Gridania, Ishgard, and finally Alamigo. And yet, Ishgard's gates remain shuttered to the outside world, and Alamigo continues to struggle for freedom from its Garlean masters. Needless to say, we will be putting off our performances in those nations until such a time as we can be certain that our presence will be welcome. And so, by process of elimination, the next 2 destinations in our tour are all but decided. However, there is another important matter we must attend to before we set off. Finding ourselves a patron willing to sponsor our jaunt across the realm, yes? Precisely. With what little coin remains in our coffers after the long journey, we can scarce afford to put on humble productions like the one Momo just witnessed. We must find someone who will spare no expense in helping us bring our art to every corner of Eorzea. Fortunately, I have learned of someone who might be suited to that role. An acquaintance of mine in these lands, a songstress no less, introduced me to an influential merchant who considers it his life's work to promote daring, new forms of creative expression the realm over. The man in question has all but agreed to fund our tour on one condition. We must grace him with a private performance, and he must deem it to be a true artistic revolution, unlike anything he's seen before. An artistic revolution? That sounds like an awfully tall order. It's Gijiruju, isn't it? Indeed it is. After all, an aesthete of such renown has surely seen a Near Eastern dance or two in his day. So I asked myself, what could we possibly show this man that would truly honor and inspire him? Awe and inspire him. Long did I struggle to come up with an answer, but no longer. Momo, you will take the stage with Rana and transform into a fully fledged dancer before this man's very eyes. Yes, I call it a flower blooms on the battlefield. Yes, it's all coming to me now. For the final act, Rana here will play the role of a formidable foe, unleashing a fearsome array of steps and twirls against you. You'll fend them off, retaliating with flourishes of your own in a dramatic dance battle for the ages. Momo and I taking the stage together. My tail is tingling with excitement just thinking about it. And through our battle, we'll show our would-be patron that our art is more than just for show. Why, it's positively perfect. I know it's your first performance, but you needn't worry. Nashmira and I will be right there with you. Just follow our lead, let the music carry you, and I'm sure our performance will knock this bigwig merchant's socks off. Rana speaks true. I would not have invited you into our ranks if I did not know you were capable of what I asked. And so, let us not delay any further. Our audience awaits us in a place called, ah yes, Costa del Sol. I was fucking right. I didn't even remember this from last time because it has been like many years since I started this quest on Keldred. Alright, let's go talk to the nerds in Costa del Sol. Okay, we're gonna use the best mount for doing stuff today. Ah, hello. Excellent. My 2 rising stars are here, and we can finally get the show on the road. But first, we should pay our respects to the patron-to-be, Master Gejiruju. Come with me. Oh, excuse me. Master Gejiruju, it is a pleasure and an honor to be invited to your lovely estate. I am Nashmira, leader and principal dancer of Troupe Falcion, and I stand before you today with 2 of my most promising protégés. Yes, welcome and all. Foul take me. Is that you, Titan's Bane? Moonlighting as a dancer these days, are you? I must admit, I thought adventuring was more lucrative than that. Mind you, when you're as wealthy as me, the best is a given. No, I won't be content with merely a masterful performance. I want to see something daring, something profound, something the likes of which this realm has never seen. I trust you're up to the task? We would let your eyes be the judge of that, Master Gejiruju. For today, Costa del Sol will be the venue for the inaugural performance of Troupe Falcion's newest production. I call it A Flower Blooms on the Battlefield. Excuse me. And this is our chance. If we win over Master Gejiruju, our coffers would be flowing over. Break a leg out there, Momo. Not literally, of course. Fear not, Momo. I will guide you every step of the way. Cast your worries from your heart, let your body be as one with the music, and all will be well. I foresee myself... I'm really bad at these events. I'm probably gonna lose it once. Your very first performance, and already you're taking center stage. Don't worry, you'll be fine. Your first opponent will be a training mannequin designed specifically to hone an aspiring dancer's skills. Breathe deeply, move with purpose, and it'll be a breeze. Breathe deep, seek peace. Wrong series. At the same time, always remember that Krieg's dance is a dance of war. I know you are among friends here, but I want you to imagine yourself on the battlefield, leaping and twirling through a legion of foes. Now, let's knock this Master Gejiruju out of his 100,000 gil stockings. I'm ready when you are. That's it. That fire in your eyes. This is the chance of our lifetimes. So let the same passion burn in your heart and hold nothing back. Let the curtains rise. He's such a weird little pervert. You still lack for experience, this I know. But take heart, for I've crafted this performance specifically to draw out your innate talent, step by precious step. Follow my lead, and you will feel yourself transforming into a full-fledged dancer before you even know it. Lose yourself in the music. Let the passion in your heart take over, and you will move as you have never moved before. Yes, you are the flower on this battlefield, and today you will blossom. I love that weapons that dancers with is possible to roleplay as a close-range combatant in terms of gameplay. Yeah! Are you ready, Momo? First you want to execute what we call a close position, and choose me as your partner. Once you've chosen a partner, you'll be able to invigorate them through your dancing. Yes, yes. Now let's show Gedgeriju what you can do. Our apologies for the delay, Master Gedgeriju. Without further ado, behold as our flower blooms on the battlefield. Finally, it's time for the show. These are too fast. Okay, no pressure, huh? Alright, Momo, let's begin with the basics. Commence your dance, make 2 standard steps, and top it off with a double standard finish. What is the standard step? Perhaps your reputation was well deserved after all. Can you feel the power welling up within you? Now it's my turn. Just like this, you and your partner inspire each other and bring out the best. We're just getting warmed up. Wants to see more. Okay. Is this automatically in my crap? Okay, this stuff doesn't. Okay, I'm gonna have to mess around with this off stream. My protege will now put on a show with this dancing doll. Watch as she fiends. Oh dear. Fell your foe. Elegant and deadly. Yes, I do believe I approve. Do not forget your standard steps. Yes, I know. Goodness, okay. I'll have to go on Kel and figure out how I had her stuff set up. The dancer. The show will go on, yes? Alright, we have a we want. It's time for you and Rana to take the stage together. Now we present the grand finale. Behold, as my 2 dancers clash in a display of beauty. Are you ready, Momo? For the final act, we'll be performing together. Watch me closely and try to keep up, okay? As the flames flickering in the darkness. Why do you get a bunch of AoEs? Your movements go quicker even as I watch, but I've only begun to fight. Ugh. Welcome back. Welcome back, Kit. Sorry, Rana. Inconceivable. I've never seen anything like them. She's a very good. The song is great. It's very it's perfect for the dancer stuff. Oh, cool! There's police lights outside. I'm gonna ignore that. Are you sure that was your first time up on stage? I could swear I was watching a veteran up there. I couldn't take my eyes off you for a moment. But hey, my moves were nothing to sneeze at either, right? Of course, all the flashy lights were just for show. I set them up beforehand, just to liven up our performance, you know? But enough about me. This was your day to shine. If that means me playing the villain for a day, so be it. I'm just proud to have played my part in helping your talents bloom. Oh dear, Kit. They're after you. Now that was a sight to behold. A bold young woman taking on one fearsome foe after the next, and transforming into a masterful dancer before my very eyes. Yes, I do believe I've not seen anything quite like it. Your words do us great honor, Master Gajiruju. Might we also count on you to loosen your purse strings and sponsor Troop Falcium on your tour across your fair realm? It is true, of course, that your troupe deserves a far wider audience, and yet your performance moved me so that I just couldn't bear to part with you so soon. I must say I found myself particularly smitten with the young kitten who played the villain's role. Rana, was it? Maybe perhaps I could interest you in signing a contract to be one of my personal dancers. I can promise that it would be a lucrative one. Why, you flatter me, Master Gajiruju, but I fear I'm still in training. I can't very well leave Master Nashmira's side until our tour is complete. Is that so now? No, this simply won't do. Why, I'm afraid your rejection has so devastated me that I simply don't have it in me to fund your little excursion after all. You can't be serious. You gave us your word. He won't take no for an answer. Whatever should we do, Momo? Stab him. And rob him. You are altering the deal? We can do this the easy way, or... What's that supposed to mean? Stop looking at me like that. You're scaring me. I never took you dancers to be such a bloody serious lot. I meant only to express how utterly enthralled I was by your peerless performance. You had provided me with precisely the sort of bolt I accidentally hit click. We are most grateful, Master Gajiruju. Truly, your aesthetic sensibilities are matched only by your boundless generosity. By your leave, we shall begin preparing for our forthcoming performance in Ul'dah. Wait! I mean, if I might make just one small request. I ask that you sign an exclusive contract, only that one of you sojourn here as my honored guest, and entertain me for a spell. In return, in addition to my patronage, I shall promise that I will deliver you a personal letter of recommendation to the Syndicate on your behalf. Well, I do believe that sounds like a mutually beneficial arrangement. In that case, Master Gajiruju, you may have the pick of any of my troop, excepting Momo, of course. Then the deal is done. Yes, I would be more than content with the lovely Miss Rana here. Leave the negotiations with the Syndicate to me. In the meantime, I look forward to seeing every move in your repertoire. The pleasure is mine, Master Gajiruju. And please, introduce me to your personal dancing girls as well. I'm sure there's so much they could teach me about the art of dance in Eorzea. God, he's such a creep. At least he's a funny creep. Whew. I was worried there for a moment, but all is well that ends well. I'll go and share the good news with the others. Pray come along if you'd like. Oh, she's just here. For some reason I thought I'd have to teleport elsewhere. I'm not exaggerating, friend. That was the first performance for the ages. Nashmir's eye for talent has never led us astray, but I had no idea you'd realize your potential so quickly. Bravo, I say, bravo! When Master Gajiruju started insisting on taking Rana from us, I thought that all our efforts were for naught. But it seems we've come away with everything we bargained for, and then some. And it's all thanks to you. It really was quite remarkable how he changed his tune after you gave him just a single glance. Clearly, you possess remarkable powers of persuasion. No, he knows I would literally stab him. At any rate, I suppose a short sojourn here could benefit us all. Rana seems eager to know the answers here, and I must attend to administrative tasks before our next performance. In the meantime, why don't you put your newfound skills to the test? I suspect you'll be quite pleased with how well they serve you. Okay, so I'll come back at level 62, 63. In that case, let's go ahead and actually stop procrastinating and get to the MSQ. See, I feel like Gajiruju is a more funny and less awful version of, the creep Cornello, was that his name? From, Final Fantasy VII. Three Beaks of the Wind. Sonuvanu is troubled by a storm gathering in the distance. Like nourishing rains after long summer drought, Netherling's return may bring succor in our time of need. Zundu spies send word of activity in Oak Vundu Mok, deep within Vundu territory. Such news bodes ill for Oak Zundu. We would know more of this coming storm, but spies struggle to slip past watchful gaze of Vundu guards. Netherling's strength and courage is always reliable, and Sonu asks her to brave enemy territory and bring news of what stirs in Oak Vundu Mok. Once again, Netherling proves she is stout ally of the Zundu. Zephyr winds at your back, speed your way. Oh, this is this is to unlock the society quests. Then where is the MSQ? Oh, it's over there. Okay. Well, I guess we're going in the same general vicinity direction anyway. So here, wait, let me just... Is it all the way up there? Yeah, I guess it is. Let me know if you feel like going in another rampage. I'll work on some Yeah, I'll let you know. And I appreciate you keeping me company, I really do. Even more uppies? Ah, yes. The most uppies. Actually, you know what? I don't have the patience for that right now. Because I know this is going to be a chunk of... I do want to unlock the society quests. I don't want to do it right this moment. What I want to do is finish this side mission real quick, and then actually do MSQ. Right, this was the little gremlin guy, Gunuvanu. Ah, Netherling comes at last. Gunuvanu brings something that helps capture Sanua, makes it obey like newborn nestling. Behold, Sanua reigns! But wild Sanua fears this monsoon rains. Even Netherling cannot hope to capture wild beast, but Yuzi's reigns an already tame Sanua, and it obeys all commands. Gunuvanu cares not to show Elder Shaman how to capture Sanua, but to ride Sanua gracefully as seed floating on gentle breeze. Once Elder sees Gunuvanu fit elegantly along wind currents, how Sanua is captured matters not. Even Elder could not make a more perfect plan. So yeah, this was the guy who's trying to get higher status with as little work as possible. Look, Netherling, train Sanua is near. Gunuvanu knows task is dangerous. Will not judge if Netherling wants to quit, but if Netherling finds courage dwelling within, bring Sanua here once beast calms down. Hello, friend. 2 thick leather straps woven into the bridle, large enough to fit over the head of a Sanua, used by the Vanu when riding the massive snake-like creatures. What Netherling dares steal my dear Sanua? I don't... This is his Sanua. I don't want to steal it. I just want to borrow it for like 30 minutes. Okay, are you the same color? No, you're one of the blue ones. Which means you're one of the ones from the opposite tribe. The Sanua gazes coldly in your direction. The Sanua is now calm as the still night air. Does Netherling capture Sanua? Or is wrath of beast too great? Netherling actually catches Sanua? Her strength rivals that of the greatest Sundu warriors. Ah, now I must ride Sanua. What? Of course Gunuvanu can ride. Even newborn nestling can ride tame Sanua. But Gunuvanu must ask Netherling to wait while he remembers lessons. Gunuvanu remembers Sanua fangs jagged like forked lightning, with roar that bellows like looming storm cloud. No! Ah, Netherling, Gunuvanu thinks Elder Shaman calls. Yes, let's go see him. Now we have a Sanua that's just chilling there. What a lazy creature that this boy is. Grounds Eater. Oh, this is a boss fate. Centuries protecting the land, one groundskeeper had enough and began devouring the very stuff he was tasked with defending. Decommission the grounds eater before there are no islets left in the sky. We're not tackling that one alone at our current level. And what will we find at the end of the road? Well, that's right, we were getting to Azizla. Well, what are we waiting for? To me to stop digging around. I've done it, Momo. I've worked out which way they're headed. Whenever we're ready, we'll set course for Azizla. She's all patched up, Momo. One good turn. Judging from Sid's expression, he has news, which he believes will please you. Poor thing's gonna spend the rest of his life with a saddle on him without a rider by his side. I was gonna say, we just abandoned the poor thing. After having seemingly killed his owner. I don't know, maybe it'll do what what horses do when they're abandoned and just join whatever local Sanuas there are. Lest you wonder, Wedge was able to calculate the heading indicated by the beam of light emitted by the key. If Azizla head lies in that direction, we'll find it. The Soleil may have a lead on us, but she's no enterprise. We'll catch them, you'll see. Oh man, is this the scene where that happens? Or wait, did that already happen last session?
I did not think that I would ever have occasion to pilot a suit of Magitech armor again. Least of all under these circumstances. My full name is Lucia Go Junius, and I was born a citizen of Garlemald.
Ah, that explains it. When we first met in Ishgard, I very nearly called you Livia.
Livia? Livia Sus Junius? The tribunus who served under Gaius van Baelsar?
Aye, she was my sister, though we spent little time together. After our parents were killed in an uprising, we were sent to live in different households, setting us on separate paths. Livia felt at home on the battlefield and chose to become a soldier, while I underwent training to become a spy.
Then, Ishgard was...
my mission. It was believed that Allagan relics of great worth were stored in the vault, and I was sent to investigate. Though I was given little information at the time, I now suspect I was searching for the key we but recently lost. And then I met Sir Emmerich. 'Twas his usefulness to my mission which prompted me to approach him, but I soon found myself drawn to him for other reasons. He too was a prisoner of his past, judged for his heritage as a bastard son of the Archbishop. Yet unlike my sister and I, he did not curse his fate. He simply rose above it. In time, I came to realize that I had found a man worth following, and a new home besides. And when I subsequently confessed all to Sir Emmerich, he was good enough to accept me into his service.
I do not question your loyalty to Sir Emmerich. 'Tis your loyalty to your sister which concerns me.
I have long been of the opinion that those who dwell in the past risk losing sight of their future. My sister fought for her convictions and for those she held dear. So do I. So must we all.
Well, I, for one, am happy to welcome a fellow Garlean to our merry band. Especially one who can make Magitech armor sing.
Chief, we should be getting close.
Once we break through those clouds, we'll be right where the light was pointing. Right where Azizlar should be.
Hold on, everyone!
I was gonna say, this was definitely not a plot twist I was expecting the first time I played this.
Look! I think that's it! Chief, is that... Allagan? Aye. There's no mistaking their handiwork.
It's spiky, there's a lot of bright neon colors interspensed.
What was that?
Some sort of barrier.
She won't hold, Chief! She's breaking up!
I've lost the auxiliary propeller!
Cid, it's no use! We must return to Ishgard and find another way!
God damn it all! Why do the Allegans always have to make everything so bloody complicated?
Sid, why are you always so hot? Yeah, that's fair. What could be out there that would warrant the personal attention of the Emperor himself? Oh, time to retreat, yep. God, just thinking about all the repairs we'll have to make is giving me a bleeding headache. I wonder, does she have a name? Cid's piloting under pressure was a marvel to behold, and may I never have the opportunity to do so again. We barely finished repairing the damage incurred during our sky fishing trip. On the other hand, any landing you can walk away from is, as they say. I can only presume the Soleo passed through the barrier unscathed. That would certainly explain why the Vanu called it a key. Snow, hello! Thank you for popping in and saying hi. Hopefully your night's going well. For every day I spend in the sky, it feels as though I spend a week on the ground. An engineering enterprise. Alphino appears relieved to be standing on solid ground once more. Assuming Cid is correct, and I have no reason to think he's not, the Vanu's key is required to pass through the barrier protecting Az's law. But even without it, we must find a way to reach the Isle. I shall have everyone convene at the seat of the Lord Commander, that we might discuss how best to proceed. As before, make yourself known to the guardsman when you arrive, and he will show you in. How goes the Final Fantasy? It goes well! We did the Moonfire Faire event, and now we're poking a little bit at main story quest. And I do appreciate you coming in to say hi. I'm not sure how much longer I'll be going, just because I have work in the morning. But we shall see. I'll give it a little, probably until at least 11. Let's see. Ah, you are returned. Lord Emmerich and the others await you within. Hey, hi, hello. Though we know little and less of Az's law, one thing is plain. The Archbishop and the Garleans cannot be allowed to avail themselves of its secrets. Welcome back, my friend, and pray forgive me my earlier display. I grieve for my son still, and I shall continue to do so, but I have resolved to be strong. He is what he would have wished. Oh, I love Heavensward. I've actually played the game through to the end of Endwalker. Haven't gotten beyond that part yet because I keep losing steam on my main. This is a character I created to go through the game from the beginning again, and it's actually been super rewarding to do so. I haven't replayed Heavensward since I first played it like a decade ago. I swear, whenever there's an Allegan ruin, there's trouble just waiting to happen. I suppose that's why they erected such damnably convoluted defenses around everything. If the Empire has an interest in Az's law, we have all the more reason to hurry. I would not see its secrets fall into the hands of either the Archbishop or the Emperor.
In summary, the Isle owes its lofty position to the industry of the Allegans. And we can be all but certain that the Archbishop and his cronies are enjoying the view from its top.
I see.
If we are to join them, we will first need to pass through the Isle's etheric barrier, which is, alas, more powerful than most. Powerful enough to make a mess of a perfectly good airship at any rate. As far as I can gather, the barrier mechanism draws ether from the surrounding environment and polarizes its elemental aspect to produce what is, in effect, a wall of lightning.
It seems plain that without the Vanu's key, any attempt to reach the Isle will end in failure.
Alas, the key was careless enough to leave without us, and I don't think the Vanu keep a spare.
Master Garland, based on your experience, is there no other way that we might breach the barrier?
Sid, we already did this with Garuda.
Well, in the past, we've beaten similar barriers by nullifying them with elemental converters. But the one we're up against this time dwarfs aught we've encountered before. The Enterprise simply isn't large enough to bear the requisite amount of crystals.
I'm reminded of the quantity needed to nullify Leviathan's command of the sea. A veritable mountain of crystals that could only be borne by lashing 2 galleons together to form a twin vessel, scarcely able to propel itself, much less fly.
That said, we're not without options. If it isn't feasible to nullify the barrier, we might try piercing it.
How?
We create a ram of condensed ether and mount it on my ship. There's just one problem. I don't have the faintest idea how to build one. It's going to take a true authority in the field, I reckon.
Would that the Archons were still with us.
But yesterday evening, I chanced to find Mistress Tataru in unusually high spirits. Assuming I understood her excited ramblings correctly, she has acquired a clue, pointing to the whereabouts of one such individual.
An Archon? Truly?
Ha! Fortune favors the righteous, eh? Well then, let's not waste any time. While you go and look for our missing friend, I'll work on modifying the Enterprise. Her hull will need reinforcing to bear the punishment, not to mention a mount for the ram. Just you wait, my pretty. By the time I'm finished, you'll be an airship reborn.
Tataru! She may not spend her days smithing primals, but Tataru is no less a scion than you or me. Full oft has her knack for acquiring information proven vital to our endeavors. Welcome back, Momo. How goes the mission? Did you manage to catch up with the Archbishop and his cronies? So, you finally arrived with Aziz's Law, only to find your way barred by some kind of barrier. Typical. But it's not all bad news. I've made progress in the search for our friends. Don't worry, Momo. We'll get to Aziz's Law yet. Ethereal Trail. Tataru is eager to share her progress in the search for the missing scions. When you fled the Victory Feast, you used the ancient watercourse beneath the city, right? Well, shortly after things went back to normal in Ul'dah, I asked Marshal Terrapin to have the tunnel searched. A logical place to look. It was there that you lost contact with Infilia Thancred and your Stola, was it not? Dare I ask what the Marshal found? I don't actually know. Pippin's message just said there had been a discovery, and that we were to come to the Hall of Flames at our earliest convenience. I dare not think what it might be. We shall depart at once. Tataru, let Urianger know to join us in Ul'dah. He may wish to be present as well. Yes, sir. Achoo! I will say that out of all of the guild, the Grand Company guilds, this is the easiest one to get to from the starting point for the city. as thou art returned to us, wherefore might our comrades not be the same. Never shall I concede them lost until I've seen proof of their passing. So, fun fact about thou and the uses of thou and you. So, you, if I actually read this whole post about this. So, at a certain point in English, thou was the intimate word for you, and then you is actually a more formal, or refers to a plural. So the use of you in English just being you and us getting rid of thee and thy and thou is really only over the course of, well, once modern English became a thing. It's just interesting because I guess it's because I think we in part got rid of it because we didn't want to be as similar to French, because we did not have a written English language for hundreds of years because of French occupation. So I think we were once we started actually writing stuff down and creating dictionaries, I think in many ways we wanted to get rid of certain languages and of certain aspects that were similar to French, like because French again has tu and vous, depending on whether you're being formal or intimate. I don't know. I'll stop babbling. I just think it's interesting. We are grateful for your assistance, Marshal Terrapin. You saved your grace and father both. 'Tis the least I can do to repay you. Forgive me my impatience, Marshal, but your missive mentioned a discovery. Yes, of course. As per your request. Sorry, that big yawn came out of nowhere. As per your request, I had my men scour the waterways. Almost immediately, we encountered a difficulty. An entire section of the tunnel had collapsed. When the mineral concerns cooperation, however, we were able to remove the rubble, which yielded the battered bodies of a dozen crystal braves. Go on. Be at ease, Master Afano. Your friends were not among the deceased. That alone is cause for hope. And then there's this. You stole his wand! I'd assumed as much. If I may, Marshal. "'Tis as I did surmise. Judging by the etherical imprint that lingereth yet upon this wand, it hath assuredly been employed in the casting of a most uncommon magic. Namely, the very first that man did conceive to traverse great distance, and the ancient precursor to all methods of travel that utilize in lifestream, flow. The spell entaileth the reduction of the corporeal form into its constituent ether, that the caster may enter the lifestream and ride its currents thereby. Unlike the teleportation magics of modern times, it requireth not a lengthy incantation. That Y'shtola should choose to employ such a spell bespeaketh the need for haste. All of which would suggest she managed to escape. Would that it were so simple. Know that the scholars of Charlian forbade the use of this spell, and with good reason. The caster hath but limited control over his course. For every mage who came safe unto his destination, another would be set adrift in the lifestream, never to emerge. What? No, you can't mean. Be not downcast, my friends, for there is yet hope. 'Tis like that Y'shtola's passage hath left traces in the lifestream. Could we but follow those to the point at which the magic was invoked, we may yet find her. To the Sildi excavation site, then. Our thanks for your aid, Marshal. Do not mention it. I shall pray for Lady Y'shtola's safe return. Would that I could be of more assistance, but our nation's resources are stretched thin. Be that as it may, do not hesitate to contact me if there's aught I can do. Pippin, my beloved. I'm sorry? That's a whole ass mount, huh? Don't tell Bridget. She doesn't need an MMO. She doesn't need to get involved in this. She's a busy enough being as is. If our friends weren't in the tunnel, that must mean they're somewhere else. Simply being here calls to mind the events of that fateful day. Evidence of Yshtola's passage will have been made faint by time, but mayhap some few scant traces yet remain to guide our steps. Excuse me. The trail leadeth to the north and east, unto the bosom of the Heavensward. Are you certain? Aye, there's no mistake. Thither hath Y'shtola journeyed. And yet the Gridanians have reported no sightings. We must take this to mean she is still adrift. If it be so, I do fear for our friend. Contrary to its name, the lifestream is more akin to a raging torrent. Linger over long in the midst of this maelstrom, and the ether that formeth one's soul shall surely be scattered, ne'er to be reformed. We have no time to waste. Urianger, pray explore all possible options for reversing the effects of this forbidden magic. Momo, Tataru, we three shall press on to Gridania and petition the Elder Seedseer's aid. Sandra, like, oh no. I'm sorry, my dear. They shouldn't have tattled on me. No, I was gonna say there was, someone here. Let's see if they're still here. I don't know if they will be. Oh, nope, they're still here. So I'm guessing this is from Dawn Trail, but, this is a mount. And this is what made me say, don't tell Bridget, she doesn't have the time to waste on an MMO. Oh, Nero, I didn't know you did a clip. I hadn't seen it. But yeah, hello, say hello to this dino. I should have guessed. You've got the mischief. But yeah, he's a big old boy. Climbs out to Brachiosaurus and hugs it. Baby is a good buddy. I am assuming that this comes from Dawn Trail. I couldn't say 100%. Either way, he's a funny little dino. But I hope you're having a good night, Bridget. I'm going to continue on with my MSQ. Hold on, Y'shtola. We're coming for you. Actually, Luke earlier wasn't feeling very... Oh, no worries, hon. Never feel obligated to talk and stream. I just hope you were enjoying yourself. It's said that the elementals perceive the life stream. If, as we suspect, Y'shtola is still adrift in its midst, they may be able to find her. But if we are to appeal to them for assistance, we must needs do so through their chosen, the Pajau. It is imperative, therefore, that we speak with Kane Senna without delay. Lost in the life stream, Alphino is eager to petition the Elder Seatseer's aid in rescuing Y'shtola. I've already requested an audience with the Elder Seatseer. She will receive us in the Lotus Stand presently. We need but speak with the conjurer yonder to be admitted. I can words. The Elder Seatseer awaits. Pray follow me. Hey guys! We need your help! I know we have to maintain an aesthetic, but there being only 3 seats here, in what is supposed to be one of your main meeting places, ain't a good look. Be welcome, my friends, and speak freely. I gather your suit will admit no delay. It will not, my lady. Pray forgive the abrupt nature of our request, but it is a matter of life and death. I see. As you say, we must needs act swiftly if we are to free Y'shtola from the ungentle pull of the life stream. And, as you have surmised, we cannot do this unaided. However...
In requesting the Elemental's assistance to find Y'shtola, you must needs be aware of one difficulty. A difficulty born of the fundamental difference between man and Elemental.
That being?
In perceiving the world around him, man relies upon senses such as sight and sound. For the sake of convenience, he gives names to such things as are near or dear to him. Being formed of pure ether, however, such concepts are foreign to the Elementals. Instead, they perceive by observing the ebb and flow of the energies of life. So profound a division cannot be bridged with simple discourse. The Elementals' voices stir not the air, and thus reach not our ears, while our words are but wind to them. Though we seers can commune with them through feelings, naught that we can impart will serve to aid them in identifying Y'shtola. Nay, they must needs be presented with ether which is akin to hers. If you could but find a family member.
Oh! I know just the person! Y'shtola has a sister who came to live in Gridania. She told me about her once.
Oh, that is most fortunate indeed. Pray, seek this sister out then, and bring her to Evershade. There, we shall petition the Great One's aid in finding your lost companion.
It's always a little amusing to me that the elementals are real. I was not aware that Y'shtola had a family member here in Gridania. How very convenient. Forgive me, I'd grown so accustomed to being laughed at by the Fates. I cannot help but mistrust them when they smile on us. We must, of course, seek the woman out at once. If memory serves, you stole a sister's named Yamitra. She's supposed to be a member of the Sons of St. Coinage. Anyway, she spends most of her time around Akpalu Falls, from what I recall. Let's go look for her there. Actually, wait. Yeah, I've got Peloton. I forgot about that. That makes me run faster. Because I am briefly trying on Dancer. Yes? Is there something you require? Lady Yamitra, it's an honor to meet you. My name is Alphino Levier, and this is Tataru Taro. So you are my sister's comrades in the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. When I heard that your people were being pursued, I desperately sought to reach Shtola, but all mine efforts were to no avail. Now I know why. A forbidden spell of all things, that she should be so reckless. But what's done is done. I thank you for bringing word to me. Needless to say, I should be glad to help. Though we were born of different mothers, our veins course with the same father's blood. I hope this will be enough for the elementals. Come, let us make for Eversglade at once.
Let us begin. Raya O, Arun, if you would. Hearken to me, O great ones. Pray give yourselves to the life stream, a drifting soul to find.
Please, Y'shtola. Please come back to us.
There. Now!
Gotta carefully be bright enough to block out the nudie bits. my goodness, Miles! Hello, buddy! Thank you for coming in and bringing your community over. Hello, everyone! Striker Gang! How did the game go tonight, guys? Hello, everyone! My name is Shara. I'm your friend and neighborhood special kid who does RPGs, chill games, and sometimes chaotic stuff with the homies on Wednesdays. Thank you for coming in. How did the striker stuff go with, you were doing that thing with Artley tonight, right?
A room has been readied at the roost. Pray, bear her thither at once.
I hope you guys had fun tonight with your stream. Diddy Kong is a menace. Oh, was that your character of choice, or was that Otterly's character of choice?
All that remains is to pray, my friends.
But yeah, you were joining me in the middle of Final Fantasy XIV Heavensward. Party at Shira's. I'll make cookies. Oh, thank you for that. Yeah, anyone... I didn't have very many followers coming in, but anyone who is not already following Miles should absolutely be doing so. Let us pray that Y'shtola awakens. Oh, Y'shtola! Poor Tataru. Just seeing her face again, it's... Oh, I've been so worried. I'll order pizza in the meantime. Yeah, anyone who has not already had supper, and if it is supper adjacent time in whatever country or state you live in, please feed yourselves and get stuff to drink. Tataru's surprise. Tataru needs you to fetch a few items for a crafting endeavor. You're troubleshooting a computer? Yeah, that's fair. Kit, that could be ages. You should eat now. Y'shtola is resting within the inn run. Though she's still unconscious, the signs are positive. Hashtag Zone Dashers! Diddy found enlightenment and it hurts. Hey Otterly, thank you for coming in. I hope you had a fantastic time as well. The Conjurers say she's in sound health and should awaken before long. Isn't that wonderful? Now, while we wait for Y'shtola to wake up, I thought I'd take the opportunity to finish my little surprise for her. It's something I've been working on for a while now, in the hope that she'd one day return to us, at once for just a couple more items before it's ready. I've already placed orders for these items. Could I ask you to retrieve them for me? One is with the Leatherworkers Guild, and another with the Conjurers Guild. Speak with Mistress Kiva and Master Isumiyan, and they ought to take care of you. I mean, RC Ajax? Listen, Monster can be a beverage for the dinner, but it does not itself count as dinner. Did you have other dialogue, Alphino? Without the Seedseer's aid, Y'shtola might have been forever lost to us. I shall go to the Lotus Stand to offer them my heartfelt thanks. Let's see, where's the door? Here's the door. Oh no, that's sort of what I was saying, is that I'm glad you're having supper. Monster in and of itself does not count as supper, is what I was trying to express. You'd be surprised. Although, you know, glass houses and all that. There's several times where I have, let's just say, not eaten properly because I don't have an appetite. But we'll try to get away with like a big tea or something for calories. It's not always the easiest thing, believe it or not. I know that for all that I nag people about eating, I have a hard time eating because I don't have an appetite like ever. But tonight we had leftover chili, so I had some of that. What is it? I'm a busy woman, so be quick about it. If you wish to place an order, speak with Randall. Here to retrieve an order. For Mistress Tataru, you say? You came at a good time. I finished it but moments ago. It was no small coup working it to her specifications, but I did it nonetheless. Payment has already been settled. However, did that girl come by chimerical hide anyway? You need either balls of steel or a bottomless coin purse, and it seems to me that she had neither. Name's Dean, if that helps. Username it's RCA Jax. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Also, super sorry for the folks that just raided in, but I have an ad break about to start in 15 seconds, and I can't postpone it anymore. So, super sorry about that, my dudes. It was just, iffy timing. Oh. Okay, let's go. But you. Yeah, guys, miles in them if you gotta run and go. Completely understand. I know it's, the time zone difference is gonna be a little funky for at least Miles. So hopefully everything goes smoothly for you. Get good rest. Hope you enjoyed yourselves with the stream. I'll definitely have to check out the VODs later. You are come to Stillglade Fane, the home of the Conjurers Guild. How may I assist you? Ah, yes, Mistress Tataru's order. As requested, it has been sanctified in the sight of the elementals. I know not what she intends for the staff, but it is a most singular artifact. Even one possessed of my experience would struggle to wield it. And so we are actually starting on... Well, not starting on. We're going to see more of Tataru's... one of Tataru's many talents. Which is namely, designing clothing. Alright, Tataru. Ah, you're back. You have the items, I hope. A leather bag containing an item prepared by the Leatherworkers Guild as per Tataru's request, and an item prepared by the Conjurers Guild. Ooh, it's precisely as I requested. A perfect match for the other pieces. Truly, Jiva is a master among masters. And the staff completes the surprise. Thank you so much, Momo. I can't wait to see what Stella thinks of the surprise. Lest you wonder, she's doing very well, and the Conjurers have left her in her sister's care. Let's go and pay them a visit, shall we?
You stole her! I'm so glad you're back!
Tataru. You are safe. Thank the 12.
Thanks for putting up with the ad break, my dears. We're back into MSQ.
Something has changed about you, Elphino. Or mayhap the change is with me. I seem to sense the ether around me more keenly than before.
I am pleased to see you well again. Do you feel strong enough to talk?
Worry not. I am well enough.
tell us then? What befell you after you fled the feast? We were told that there had been a tunnel collapse.
That was my doing. I brought the tunnel down that you and Minfidia might escape. At the last moment, I invoked a teleportation magic, in hopes of spiriting Thancred away at least. Needless to say, it did not go quite as planned, and I found myself adrift in the life stream. The others? Where are they? Did they not escape?
They remain unaccounted for. You were the only one we have been able to find. I am truly sorry. It was the Crystal Braves who pursued you that day. My hubris that led to our undoing.
No apologies are necessary, Alpha No. You are not to blame for what occurred. Know that were our comrades here, they would commend you for keeping the light of hope alive.
Dean, that's kind of a hard question to answer, because each of the games is different, or at least what each of the mainline games. Some of the earlier Final Fantasies are relatively basic, but they do have some interesting plots. Each one of the main games exists by itself without being a sequel. Some of the games, like Final Fantasy X, have sequels like X-2, the same thing in Final Fantasy XIII, and a couple others. Also, thank you for the follow, my dear. Thank you, Snell. I guess it sort of depends on what you like out of a story. If you want Star Wars but fantasy, Final Fantasy XII is a good idea. If you want fighting against, like, fighting against fascists that are taking over the planet and destroying it for their own good, Final Fantasy VII's a good idea. If you want Romeo and Juliet, sort of, with strong themes of death, Final Fantasy X. If you want a simple starter, you could give Crystal Chronicles a shot. That's true.
Don't worry. The others are alive and well, I'm sure of it. We just need to find them.
Final Fantasy XIV, the one that we are playing right now, is an MMO. You can play, I think, you can play a certain chunk of it for free right now with the trial. So that's an idea if you like MMOs. FF16, no. FF15 is boy band, not boy band, road trip through to the end of the world. 16 I know it exists, but I haven't played it. 9 is fun because it's like high fantasy. That's one with Vivi and Zidane in them. It has a different vibe than some of the others. It's really thought-provoking, but also a lot of fun. 16 is cute. So I can love the fuck out of Crystal Chronicles. Yeah, no, 16, I watched a friend play a little bit of it. Yeah, Game of Thrones. You know what? That's perfect. Game of Thrones is... Yeah, that's basically FF16. 15 is boy band road trip into the apocalypse. If you want a sausage fest, 15 is perfect for you. It's hard to explain some of the others. 8, is Child Soldier City with timey-wimey nonsense and, sort of a war-torn place. Once we start getting further back, I don't remember the name, what numbers correspond to which games, because some of them were numbered differently overseas versus here. The one with Terra in them, I always thought was really fantastic. There's also the one with Cecil and, I don't know, to make a long story short, it's hard to suggest what to play, because the further in advance you go, there's still good stories, but the gameplay can be a little bit more basic. I will say that for myself, my first Final Fantasy was 10. and it changed how I approached everything to do. It, like, changed how I looked at storytelling. What dramatic, complex, character-driven stuff. Times 3, except for settings, I love myself. A good beach setting or a city rural area. I'm voting 15. Yeah, no, that's fair. Genuinely, dude, I maybe would recommend 10 as, like, a starting point. Because it was the first, like, fully 3D and voice-acted Final Fantasy from the early 2000s. And it is dated in some ways, but it also is, like, one of the more modern Final Fantasies. It was, like, the start of the modern games with how the stuff is. Oh, no, 15 definitely is really nice in a lot of ways. It's just that, I'm still pissed off about the fact that Luna's DLC got cancelled. And, I'm not really super hyped with how a lot of the female characters are treated in that game, but meh. But yeah, if you want to suggest a beginner Final Fantasy, I'm gonna say 10. So I guess that's my personal opinion.
Indeed, Tataru. Let us find our friends and rebuild the Scions.
Ha! There is the Alphino I remember. And I feel much the better for his return. 'Tis time I arose.
No, you're good. I like talking about... See, you have not stopped me. Because sometimes I will get trapped.
That reminds me. I have a change of clothes for you. I don't like to boast, but I made them myself. I learned how to weave while we're in Ishgard, you see.
No, I will distract myself on side tangents during streams. Like, you are perfectly fine. I love talking about games. Yeah, I was gonna say 10 has a lot of beach stuff and small rural town stuff. It's perfect. Play Final Fantasy 1 Pixel Remaster. Oh yeah, that's an idea. Oh, Chocobo Mystery Dungeon is an idea too. Yeah, that is one thing. There are some of the Pixel remasters to play through, so you get like a slightly improved version of the original, and for the earlier games anyway. Yeah, tactics is fantastic. I'm very bad at it, to be frank, but tactics it has a lot of fun world building. The thing to know is that, with the exception of the ones that are direct sequels, there's only a handful of main connecting themes in the games. Like the fact that there'll always be Gil as the money, there's always something to do with crystals, there's always summons, there's always a dude named Sid with an airship, there's often timey-wimey shit involved. It's similar to the Tales series in that there is reoccurring elements, but each game can usually be played by itself.
Tataru has apprised me of all that took place in the aftermath of the assassination.
Yes,
Oops, I didn't
much
mean
and
to do
more
that.
happened during your absence. At present, we seek to follow the Archbishop to Azisla.
And you want for some manner of etheric ram to pierce the floating isle's protective barrier?
We do. Might you be able to furnish us with one?
Tactics advance if you're into isekai. Oh man, that's so true. I forgot about that. I really wanted that game when I was growing up, but I
A
didn't.
means to prise open a hole in an Alagan barrier. And one large enough to admit an airship, no less. Nay, I lack the knowledge to devise such a weapon. But I know of one who could. A leading figure in the field of etheric research, and one of the finest scholars ever to grace Sharlayan. Matoya, my former master.
I really think they should have. It would have made so much more sense to just sort of add it in. Given that that is functionally what they ended up doing in the Stormblood Ivalice like raids, right? In this game. Y'shtola looks absolutely smashing in her new outfit, don't you think? Matoya. The name rings strangely familiar. Onward to Charlian. Y'shtola wishes to tell you more about her former master, Matoya. In my youth, I had the honor of studying under Matoya. In the field of etherical research, she was without rival. I have no doubt that her knowledge will be of aid to our cause. The question is, will she share it with us? My master has ever been willful. The gods forbid anyone disagree with her. And speaking of FF1, there are elements of... Yeah, they had bits and pieces. When the Garlean Empire first marched upon Eorzea some 15 years ago, the denizens of Charlian were summoned back to the motherland. However, Matoya refused to join the exodus. To this day, she lives a hermit's life on the fringes of the abandoned city. So it is to Giovanni hinterlands that we must go, to the place of my birth. Though Alisei and I were born in Charlian, our days there were short. We remained only until the exodus, and I have not returned since. Oh, so it's to be a homecoming then. As fine a reason as any to go to Charlian, and it would afford us the opportunity to pay my master a visit. I believe you have mistaken our primary objective, Y'shtola. At any rate, the journey will take us through largely unknown territory. Let us first return to Ishgard and make our preparations. I do love Matoya. She's one of my favorites. If you're good at Souls-like games, I recommend Strangers of Paradise. Yeah, I had a few friends who tried to play that, and they had a good they struggled, but had a good time. We managed to find Y'shtola. Given time, I'm sure I'll be reunited with the others as well. So this is the Holy See. I should like to linger a while and take in the sights, but it must wait until after our mission. Charlian is situated in the Giovannian hinterlands. To get there, we must strike west and traverse the breadth of the Giovannian forelands. Make no mistake, it will be a grueling journey. The party shall be comprised of Momo, Y'shtola, and myself. Tataru, play remain in Ishgard and continue the search for our missing friends. Yes, sir! First, let us make for Tailfeather. Pichu! When last we set foot here, Estinian and Yazel were with us. Though it was not that long ago, I find myself strangely taken by nostalgia. A long soak in the lifestream followed by a long journey. I would not recommend it to anyone. But rest assured my strength is returning to me. I shall be back to my former self ere long. A great new nation. Y'shtola is ready to press on westward to the Giovannian hinterlands. I believe I am sufficiently rested. Let us continue west to Charlian. Once we descend the mountain path, we will arrive at the Giovannian hinterlands. From there, it is but a short distance to the city. Be warned that we shall be passing through Nath territory. We must needs be wary of them and the dragons both. I mean, y'all can walk. I did not painstakingly find every ether current in this area to walk. These look like big old chompy teeth. Chomp, chomp, chomp. Okay, fine. I'll be good.
To the Thaliac River, where to the melted snows of Abelathia's spine eventually find their way by means of 1,000 silver streams. Whose waters have long nourished the Travanian hinterlands, and so provided for a settlement of learned souls from across the northern seas. To the city of Sharlayan, that great seat of knowledge now abandoned by her keepers, they came.
I'm sorry? A Kingdom Hearts show for Disney Plus. Okay, on the one hand, yes, it'll make a great show. On the other hand, they can't even get their fucking story straight in the games. You expect me to believe that they're gonna make a cohesive show? Who's gonna voice Sora? We can't have a criminal voicing Sora. Matoya dwells on the far side of the Thaliac River. Let us search for a crossing. The west. I ain't interested in you, bitch. To the north, huh? Northeast. Ah! There we are. Okay, the next one's super far away, so let's just disregard that for the time being. No, thank you. So yes, this is the city of Sharlayan, now abandoned. I was genuinely under the impression that there might be something here to find. But instead, there's just gobos. I'm sure that that won't be plot relevant pretty quickly here. Ah, there we are. Thanks for the GameCube. I don't miss my PS2 emulator, but I would love to own a physical copy for the console I own. There's a remaster for the Switch, but the older one looks nicer. Yeah, no, that's fair. I know, I'm pretty sure there was a remaster for the PS3 at one point. I have a physical copy for the, I'm pretty sure it's for the PS3 of the X2, X and X2 remakes, or not remakes, they were just re-releases, really. Because Final Fantasy X and its sequel used to be two separate games that were released at very, very different times. No worries. Yeah. See, I'm about the opposite, is that after the N60, after the original Nintendo, I did not own any Nintendo consoles that could be considered a console and not a handheld until the Switch. So I missed out on GameCube, N64, quite a few games from consoles from back in the day. Idleshire, or Idleshire. This used to be one of the places people gathered back in the day. Not so much anymore. And by that I mean actual players. Knowledge seeks no man. So says the motto of Charlian, engraved upon yonder stone. The meaning is simple. It falls to us to seek enlightenment. During the Sixth Astral Era, at the turn of the 13th century, men from the northern state of Charlian journeyed across the seas to Eorzea in search of knowledge. Upon arriving at these shores, they established a camp for their scholarly endeavors. Over time, this camp grew into a settlement, and the settlement prospered, and so much that it came to be counted among Eorzea's great city-states. Alas, those glory days are now but a fading memory. With her keepers lost to her, Charlie has become an empty husk of her former self. My family owned an NES by the time I was born. At some point we got an SNES as a hand-me-down. Yeah, that's fair. I believe the NES that we were given was a hand-me-down from our cousin. Pshh! Uplander is mistaken. Charlian has new keepers. Is on cusp of new age of glory. Goblins! Here to plunder the city? Uplander is mistaken muchly. We are not thieves. This place is our home. Your home? When last I looked, it was mine and Alphino's. We were born here. Psh! When Uplanders abandoned city, Uplanders gave up claim. Born here or no, Uplanders are trespassers. My friends, please. We do not come to dispute your claim to this land. Our purpose here is peaceful. We desire but to cross the river. Be calm, I beg you, and let us speak like civilized folk that we are. Surely we can come to a mutual understanding. Psh, if that is truth, then Uplanders are welcome here. Come with Slowfix. Slowfix will show Uplanders settlement. Wonix is standing guard, keeping Edelshire safe for Gobbikin. Pshh. If only Illuminati leave us alone, Ladros can eat without always looking over shoulder. Pshh. There are so many fun things here in Charlian. Tridox want to find them all. Tridox want to unpick them, see how they work. Hello, Gobbies. Yellowese. Top marks. Oh! Yellowese is eager for you to rise to the ranks in Clan Centurio. I'll do that in a moment here. See, a gear improvement and gear augmentation, really not something we have to worry about right this moment. I almost died in the calamity, but Notch's bone saved me. I'll never leave his side. I owe him my life. This place ain't nothing like old, Sure, that place might be more established, but Edelshire is a much nicer place to live. Hello, friend. This is our little crafting area here. No unsolicited submissions. If you want to work as a collectible supplier, you'll have to see Litter Lona and Revenant's Toll. Ah, so I hadn't updated that just yet. Takes a certain kind of person to make it here, lass. As treasure hunters, we don't always follow the letter of the law, but we've got our own codes. If you're life-minded, maybe you have a place here. Elsewise, best find your way back to civilization. So there is stuff to do here, especially with there's a whole delivery quest line. It's cool to see, like, some other people here instead of just the Gobbies, though. Because it's clear that they've been working this place up for a while. Because, you can bet that a lot of this is not, was not left by Charlian. It's not, like, white stone. Anything that's not, like, white stone and green glowy junk. Green grub mud plots, aka the farming area. It's honestly been quite a while since I let myself look around the city. better than stuff just being standing ruined for, you know, decades or millennia. Over in Munch Quillward, see Gobby Brain a busting. Oh, I see. They're saying all the big, too much writing makes my head hurt. Oh yeah, I should probably actually attune to the real Aetheryte shard, should I not? And, because I think that's the only one apart from West Edelshire. People do still come out in and out of here on a regular basis, because there are certain quests that have to be done here. Keeping up with the Alio post. Oh, it's the Wondrous Tales thing! Okay, we'll definitely have to get that started, because it's wicked cute. Basically, there's a couple of little beans here that you set up a thing with, and like they reward you for doing various things. Where's the door? Here's the door. This place is definitely a lot more useful at another time. Why am I here, you ask? To seize an opportunity, what else? Don't misunderstand, though. The house is still headquartered in Reverend's Toll, and I'm not about to change that. Rowena, you'll find, sets up shop literally everywhere. Okay, yeah. Chloe, my beloved.
Hello, lady. Welcome to my shop. Well, actually, it's not like a selling things shop. If you want one of those, you'll have to actually go see Out Rowena. Did you know I'm her favorite helper? Thanks for coming, though. I like meeting new people, and you seem really nice.
Chloe, we'll unlock the thing for her later, but Chloe is the best girl. She's an itty bitty bean. Yeah, I'll unlock that in a moment here.
Uplander has questions, Cheap Chicks has answers.
What do you do here?
Scavenge, learn, and build. The technology of Charlian is ours for taking. Gobbyflock learns much and more every day from junk and tomes. Fill brain cases with Uplander words and wisdom. But Illuminati wants words and wisdom all for themselves. Cheap Chicks cannot abide that. Cheap Chicks likes having him big in vocabulary.
What kind of place is this?
Gobbyflock wanders for many years in accordance with Gobby tradition. But then, by great fortune, Gobbyflock come to abandoned city of Charlian. Much wisdom to be had in study of junk and reading of tomes. The decision is made. Gobbyflock must stay. Later come like-minded uplanders to share in spoils. Together we build Edelshire. Community of hard-working, industrious individuals.
I have such a soft spot for I love the goblins. They're such little gremlin guys. I love them so much.
Illuminati must be stopped. Half-Six is racking brain case for ways to defeat them. Clever pranks for tricksy plans. Uplanders pack up things and leave buildings empty. So is Gobbyflock coming and become keepers of Charlian. Now this is pride of Gobbyflock. Holpix will defend home and not let anyone take Edelshire.
From the goblins' perspective, such a well-appointed city is certainly an attractive proposition. I suppose it's only to be expected that others would come and occupy Charlian. Nonetheless, it feels akin to having strangers take over your home in your absence. I can imagine that it would. I do think this is a good spot for me to stop, though. I genuinely do want to keep going, but I also have work in the morning, and I have to go to sleep I have to try not to destroy my sleep schedule. But, guys, thank you so much for keeping me company today. I really appreciate that. For folks who came in on the raid, to folks who were here from the start, I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. I'll have my new schedule out on Sunday. We'll do some more stuff next week. I'll probably do 14 again next Friday, and then we'll see what other stream I can fit in, apart from my usual Wednesday stuff with the crew. But who do we want to say hi to today? We've got a friend who's playing... Yeah, Final Fantasy is honestly such a great series. It is not without its faults, but each game has such an interesting story to it. Like, some of these games have made me cry. Final Fantasy X in particular made me bawl like a baby at certain points. So, yeah, whatever you play, I hope you really enjoy it. But, does anyone have any suggestions on who to say hi to today? We've got someone doing Miitopia, another person playing Splatoon 3, another person's playing Phantasmagoria, which is a horror point-and-click game. Another person is doing some games and demos. One person's doing Pokemon XD, or Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. Another person's doing Sonic Rumble Party. And last person's doing Core Keeper. I'd be down for Splatoon. Yeah, that's fair. We can go say hi to Splatterverse. I don't think I've raided them in a long time, or if I ever have. But they're an excellent bean. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it, helping keeping me company on a Friday night. I really appreciate it. But yeah, take care, stay safe, and until we talk again, have a good one. And thank you for the follower, my dear. I really appreciate it. Now let's go keep Splat company. They're an excellent bean, and I'm sure they'll be a ton of fun. Here we go!